Hi, welcome to Inez's Happy Kitchen. I'm your chef, Inez. Today, we're going to be making a keto-friendly grilled cheese sandwich with a cauliflower crust, a roasted and goat cheese salad with a maple balsamic vinaigrette dressing. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Our ingredients today include sharp white cheddar, olive oil, Dijon mustard, balsamic vinegar, Parmesan cheese, avocado, maple syrup, walnuts, goat cheese, cauliflower, egg. We've preheated the oven to 400 degrees and put the beets in. Now we're ready to take them out and take them out of the foil. These have cooled off a little bit. We're going to go ahead and take off the foil, and we're going to take off some of the peel. It's easier to take off the peel while the beets are still hot because then they'll just kind of slide off. Let's see if that works for us. Let's just open a few of them and let a little bit of that steam come off. Oh, they smell so delicious. There we go. We're just going to open them up, let that steam come out, and I'll show you in just a second how the layer just slides off. Let's open up this nice big one right here. They're still pretty hot. So you want to make sure you use latex gloves or some type of glove because you are working with beets and they do stain. So be careful with your hands, especially if you have a pedicure or something, or manicure or something, not a pedicure. Let's see. Let's go ahead and you can see how that skin just comes off nice and easy. Ooh, they're pretty hot still, so I could probably wait another couple of minutes, but it's all right. I could handle it. So I'm just gonna take that skin off, let it slide off, and even that root comes off nice and easy. Beautiful bright beet. These are going to be so delicious. Now remember, I seasoned this with olive oil, salt, and pepper in the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and put this right over here. Just let it cool down and go ahead and work on my second beet. I'll just pop this top off and slide the skin off nice and easy. Good thing I'm working with these gloves, or this would be a complete mess. And this foil really works out too, so make sure you use the foil. So at the end, you could just dump this all in the trash can, and it's a really easy cleanup. All right, I'm gonna continue to do this, and I'll meet you guys at the end. All right, now we're gonna get started on the cauliflower grilled cheese. Right here I have about 2.5 heads of cauliflower already minced up into like a rice form. You could also buy this already in your produce section. It comes in little bags. It costs about, well, if you live in California, it costs about $4. I don't know if you live in other states how much it costs. So here I have 2 bags of this, so 2 pounds. And right here I have 1 cup of Parmesan, finely grated Parmesan. So I'm going to add that into it. This is going to be our crust for our grilled cheese. So we're making a keto-friendly grilled cheese sandwich, and this is going to be our crust. We're going to add some oregano. I'm going to go ahead and kind of, this is about a 1/2 teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of oregano. You could add this to taste. If you don't like oregano, feel free to leave this out, but it's really good with the Parmesan. And next we have 4 eggs. So this is going to be quite a few grilled cheeses. You could also just divide this in half because this is a double recipe that I'm making. So this is 4 eggs that are beaten, already beaten. They're not beaten, they're beaten. All right, and next we're going to add some kosher salt. 1, 2, and just about 3.5 for that, because the Parmesan cheese already has a lot of salt in it, and we don't want to make it too salty. And next, a good amount of pepper, depending on if you like pepper or not. Maybe one more. And we'll go ahead and give this a nice stir. And get this all combined. And this little batter is going to be our crust, like I said, for our grilled cheese. We're going to add this to a non-stick pan and make little pieces of bread, fake bread. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started on the grilled cheese sandwich and putting them together. We got 2 hot pans right here. I set them to medium flame, so you can go ahead and just see what that looks like. And I have our non-stick skillets right here. It's very important to use non-stick skillets. And I'm gonna grab some non-stick spray. I'm gonna spray both of those a little bit. And these are kind of small, so I'm going to do 1 patty on each of them. Go ahead and get a spoon. And with my spoon, I'm going to make 1 patty on both. So I'm going to put that down and kind of just form a patty. Well, I shouldn't call it a patty. I guess it's going to be more of a, we'll call it a bread, a piece of bread, our cauliflower bread. And then 1 piece over here. And then with my other spoon, I'm going to form it. So, you want to take a look at how I'm doing that over here? Same thing right here. And we're going to let those go ahead and crust up on both sides. And you kind of want them even, so I'm going to add some more to one of them just because this is the first one. The first one's always the toughest one because they don't, you know how it is, it's like making pancakes. The first one's always the hardest one. So we'll get better as we go along. Let's go ahead and give this one some time to cook, and I'll meet you guys back when we flip. I went ahead and flipped this one already. And now we're going to go ahead and flip this one. Let's see if I could have success. All right, here we go. This is the test. And yep, it was a success. So it's nice and golden brown, and it's going to be delicious over this. So we have 2 pieces of bread going on. They kind of look like hash browns. I actually tasted a little piece. Let me see. This little piece that fell off. Come over here, little guy. So crunchy and good. The cauliflower, it tastes just like a hash brown. It's gonna be so good. So along with this, we have some sharp white cheddar, and this is what we're gonna use as our melting cheese. It's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna actually, you know what, this one was already going for about a minute before I flip this one, so I'm gonna add the grilled cheese, the cheese right now to this side. We're gonna add that in just like this. And you could add as much or as little as you would like. I'm going to add a lot, as you can tell. I like as much. I'm going to let that start melting in here. And we'll let this continue to cook for just a minute until we add it over to this side. Okay, now this one is done. We're gonna go ahead and transfer it over to a cookie tray. And I'm gonna keep it in the oven. And I'm gonna make sure it stays nice and warm while I go ahead and make some more, and hopefully the next ones will come out even better than the first one came out. So here we have our salad. We have some baby arugula. It's nice and spicy. We're gonna add it to our beets. Right here we have our roasted beets. I went ahead and added them to the refrigerator. They're nice and cooled down and cold now. So I'm gonna add this to the arugula. I'm sorry, the kale. Sometimes they look similar. I'm gonna add that in before I add it here. Shake up our dressing one more time because it's been sitting for a while. I'm gonna dress it first before I put it in the bowl. That way it looks very pretty when we put it in. I'm gonna dress the salad. I don't know how much I'll put on quite yet, but we do wanna generously put in our dressing. And I'm gonna also season beets one more time with some salt and some pepper. There we go, some salt. And doesn't that just look gorgeous already with the nice magenta beets and that green salad? Oh my gosh, that looks so beautiful. Those are my favorite colors, green and magenta. And then I'm gonna toss these first, mix them up, because these beets, do you see how they run that color? I want it to look beautiful before I add it in that white bowl. And if I add it in too soon, it's gonna get all over my bowl. So we always want to think about presentation. Well, I always think about presentation, and I know you guys do too, so that's why we do this first. I'm gonna mix this up, make sure that dressing Goes on every single one of those pieces of kale and every single beet. You don't want to bruise that kale, so we're going to do this nice and gentle, just mixing it up. And then something I learned in the restaurant business is you always want to taste your salad first. So I'm going to taste it, make sure that it's seasoned well, which it is. It's nice and seasoned with salt and pepper, because salads also have to be seasoned, right? Right. And now I'm going to ever so gently bring this over and add my salad in, trying not to. Let's see if I could give you a better angle. Gonna add that in there. It's so beautiful. These colors came out gorgeous. Isn't life so beautiful? Look how those colors came out. This is just evidence of that. Wow. This is gonna be so good with our grilled cheese sandwich. All right. And now I'll go ahead and just plop that in. The rest of it. And then let's see, let's get some of those beets showing down. That looks beautiful. And now with a spoon, I'm gonna go ahead and get my avocado out. I already sliced it and diced it. And I'm gonna go ahead and add in my avocado. Dump that in there. I'm gonna use my hands. My hands are nice and clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in some pieces of avocado. It's okay if they're torn. The more rustic it looks, the better, right? And I'll add in another half. Just go ahead and use your spoon to get that out. Dump that in there. And then let's just go ahead and break some pieces in. And you just want like bite-sized pieces, kind of tuck them in between those pieces of beets, and you can see all those colors popping out. It looks so beautiful already, but we have more ingredients to go. Yes, we do. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and grab a towel really quick. You just go ahead and look at the goat cheese and the walnuts while I do that. I forgot how messy this is. So next we have our toasted walnuts. So I'm gonna grab some toasted walnuts. Add that to the mix. Yum, 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 yum. And I pre-toasted this. If you want to know how to do that, I'll go ahead and link that below. And last but not least, maybe one of the stars of the show, I'm going to go ahead and dollop the goat cheese to this. Okay, when did I start using a spoon? We know I don't do that. So I'm going to use my hands. This is very creamy. I'm just going to go ahead and dollop big dollops of goat cheese. All around. And you got the beets, the avocado, the toasted walnuts, the goat cheese, the kale, the maple balsamic Dijon vinaigrette. Maybe one more big dollop over here. One more dollop over here just to make it even. Let me go ahead and wipe my fingers off with this. And I'm gonna go ahead and salt those avocados really quick. And pepper one more time. And there you go, the goat cheese, beet, roasted beet, avocado, and walnut salad. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen today. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe, or visit me on my website at inezkitchens.com. So right here we have the final product, which is a keto-friendly grilled cheese sandwich crusted with a cauliflower crust and sharp white cheddar as our filling. We also have a roasted beet salad with avocado, toasted walnuts, goat cheese, and our maple balsamic vinaigrette. Let's go ahead and see how this tastes. What should I try first? Let's start with the grilled cheese sandwich. That's what everybody came for, right? Ooh, it's nice and crusty. Crispy, not crusty. That's a big bite. Can I do it? I don't know. So good. I think everybody's gonna be very happy with that. And so good. Nice and cheesy and crispy. Next, let's try the roasted beets with some avocado and some goat cheese. And I guess if with a little bit of kale. Where's a piece of kale? Come on, kale, join the party. All right, here we go. You're gonna be very happy with this one, guys. This is so good. Thank you again for joining me. Have a blessed day, and I hope you guys all really enjoy this recipe. Thank you. Bye-bye.